Hello, students. This is Miss OK or Coach OK. I'm here to show you how to start your painting portrait with learning how to paint eyes. Okay. So when it comes to eyes, of course, you're going to want to start working from the back before you work your way to the front, okay? So I did mix some paints over here, and I'm gonna do one side with lighter colored eyes and then the other side with darker eyes. So to start off with the lighter eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and actually mix a little bit of white over here. You would want to use one of the small detail brushes because since you're working with the eye, you're going to want to work with a smaller brush because that's not a big area. Then I'm going to go ahead and do a touch of what? No, red. Mix it here just a little bit. Get some white here. Just kind of mix it just a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna start working at the white part of the eye. Now, granted, it's over here. It's looking a little pink, but that's okay. What people misunderstand when it comes to painting the white area, your eyeball area, it's white, but you got to show the light, medium, and darker areas of your eye. So you're gonna want to make sure you're showing some realistic roundness to the eye. So right now that's looking a little pink. I'm gonna go ahead and add some white to put on top of it just to mix it in there to make it pop out just a little bit more. I'm also gonna go ahead and do it on this side as well. As you can see, I did draw on top of it, on top of my painting because I just wanted to make sure I see everything that I'm putting down. And once again, remember that this is just to get you started. You will probably have to work on this area again. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more red here to kind of show that inner corner of the eye because it's typically really pink over here, just to kind of make that pop out just a little bit more. You would want to have a paper towel around if you ever need to clean your brush, or you can rinse it out with water. But make sure you squeeze all the water out of your brush so your brush is not carrying a lot of water on it. That gets me started right about right there. So then next, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna start now working on the iris area of the eye, which is the color part of the eye. So let's say if I'm doing, let's say blue eyes. I think I might do a half blue, half green or hazel, whatever color eyes you want to do. So this person's gonna have some very trippy looking eyes. So just getting that painted there using a detail brush. I can go ahead and maybe add a little bit of white to kind of just show a little bit of a starburst pattern with the eye. So, I'll go ahead and get the blue here, a touch of blue to just kind of give it some different color ranges over here. So getting that part of the eye done, then I can go ahead and add, let's say, a white spot to make it like the reflection of the eye right there. And then you always don't forget about the pupil of the eye. And what I'd like to do is I like to get the end of a brush, dip it in there. So you're getting some kind of definition into the eye. And that is how that can get you started. So then next, now we can talk about the shaded part, top part of the eye. So what I will do is I'm gonna actually get a touch, a bit of black to just mix that shaded, because typically at the top part of your eye, it's shaded because that's where your lashes are. So you kind of want to show that it's just a little bit darker at the top. So what you're gonna do is just kind of get that mixed in there. And what I did is I mixed a little bit of black and blue, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, but as you can see, it's mostly like a little bit of a shaded blue, just a little bit though. Okay, then with that, if you were wanting to draw lashes on the person, well, I'm actually gonna stop, I'm gonna actually do the eye, the top part of the eye, the lid of the eye, because I kind of forgot about that part. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna go ahead and create like a little nice fleshy peach tone to my eye. And it's looking a little pink, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some yellow in here. I also want to show that there's an eyelid, so this person is looking like she has probably yellow eyeshadow or something like that, but that's okay. I can go ahead and add some white to tint it real quick. And you can even put that, bring that here so that can bring it into the whole bridge of the nose. The trick when it comes to blending with paint, you would want to do it when it's still wet, because you can get three-dimensional form that way when you're applying the paint wet. And so if I have more of this color, I can go ahead and do another to the top part, because you can always work on your skin tone anytime. Painting is just like a process. You're not going to nail it the first time. It's a couple of sitting sessions to do it. So then next, let's say if the person has lashes, what I typically do is I let this dry, then I would work with lashes on top of it. Now with lashes, you can do lashes in different ways. You can do lashes if you, let's say if the person's having mascara on, you can go ahead and do it kind of like that to not make it so apparent. See, it's blending in with my lid first. So let's say they want to have lashes on top. I would let that dry, and then depending if you want to have bottom lashes on the bottom part, you can make it apparent, like, but just be really careful so it doesn't stand out so much that the person is having, probably someone that doesn't have mascara on. You don't want to make it too where it's too strong here. Remember, when it comes to the bottom part of the lashes, you don't want to attach to the bottom part. It's technically on the waterline, so you got to be careful with that part when it comes to the eye. So I'm going to let this one dry and see how that kind of comes out before I rework on it again. Okay. But this is overall the process you would want to get if you're working with, you know, a realistic eye. So we're going to move on to the second part, which is if you're doing like a darker colored eye.